Welcome to the Teach Big podcast, where big energy, big ideas, and big results are just the beginning. I am your host, Randi Whitney. Whether you're in year 1 or year 20, we're here to fuel your passion and help you teach big in every single way. That's right, B-I-G. Here, education is inspired, energy is required, and support for teachers is absolutely non-negotiable. Let's teach big. So we're here at TEPSA at my Teach Big booth, and I've got Laura Christian here. We go way back.
We do.
Oh my goodness.
2007.
Is that really?
No,
wow.
that's
Maybe?
not right. 2013. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
2013
so way
for
back.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, many years. Like before you had children and such, I think.
I was a newlywed. I had just gotten married.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, so fun. So fun. Well, she is from South Bosque Elementary in Midway ISD. She is now an assistant principal. Woo-hoo.
Starting year 6.
Wow. Time so stinking flies.
It really does.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you have a time for a couple questions?
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. So if somebody, this is one of my favorite questions, if somebody walked through the front doors of your school, what would be the first thing they would immediately notice?
So it's kind of a whole experience when you walk into
I
our
like
school.
that. I'm all about the experience.
Really is. Our teachers, our staff, our kids are incredible. So first thing, if you roll up at drop off in the mornings, you're going to hear music playing.
Love that.
Kids lining up on cones, opening doors for kids as they arrive.
Put them in leadership roles.
We do. We absolutely do. We're all dancing. We're singing. My principal's
I
out
have
there.
no doubt about that.
I'm out there as well on the side greeting the bus, and so we do the
Yes,
same thing over
yes.
there. And then you walk in and you're greeted with no less than probably 5 hugs from different staff members.
Oh my goodness.
Just calling kids by their name as soon as they walk out of the car doors. We know all of our kids' names, all 600 of them.
Oh my
We know their
word.
names and we greet them by name every day. And
By name.
Our staff does that. They love our kids so big, and they
I love
make
that.
it known. Any other day you might find us in costumes.
No, wait. Tell me more.
Absolutely. We will randomly wear a pink tutu and a tiara.
Well,
because-
why not?
Why not? Absolutely.
Why not?
Especially if it's your birthday. You have a birthday tiara, and everybody,
makes sense.
the entire staff wears
It makes
tiaras.
complete sense.
Even the men, they wear tiaras
Oh
too.
my
to
gosh, I
support.
love this so much.
Oh yeah, we're a whole thing. Christmas time is the best.
Yeah.
We have dress-up days where you'll be in pajamas, but you never know when yours truly, AP, will be around as Elf on the Shelf, ready to bombard you with a snowball fight.
No.
Absolutely. Or the Grinch in full green face makeup, like bringing it all to life. We have storybook character walks.
Yeah.
So we are dressing up in costume, and everybody, we love a good costume.
I can tell.
We don't pick our theme for the year unless we know what the costumes are going to be, and we create the entire
course,
theme
yes.
around it. Yes. And our teachers are just as well. Might be teaching a Christmas Around the World, and you
Right.
might walk down the hall and see 2nd grade all dressed as Christmas trees one day.
I love it.
Or 5th grade may be doing a Star Books thing where they're
Okay.
looking at different books and they're all dressed as Starbucks baristas. Where they're
Well, of course they are. Of course they are.
Absolutely. We just make it fun. It's an elementary campus, so we make
Right.
it fun. We make learning fun, and it's a whole immersive experience for our kids and parents alike.
I
that
need
come
to
in.
come visit your
You
campus.
really do. Randy, you would love it. Please come.
I would love to so much. I'm so excited.
We can
and I need to
dance.
come on a costume. We have got to dance.
We will.
Can we sing and dance?
Absolutely.
And
I
can
have
we
a
dress up?
karaoke microphone that we
You know what?
definitely do
I'm
that.
in. I'm in.
I keep a couple blow-up costumes in my office just for a random Wednesday that you might need to walk down the hall.
Like
and
a
raise
dinosaur.
little more. Or a shark. You
Or
never know.
shark. Like that. Like
I mean,
that a lot.
hypothetically, right?
Of course. Of course. Why not? It makes complete sense to me.
Absolutely.
Laura, what you're doing for kids is you're turning them on to school. You're making school a fun place to go, not like, oh, I've got to go to school. I've got to go read. I've got to go do some math. You're making this a place, this whole environment. I love what you said at the beginning. It's an environment that you're creating for
Absolutely.
them. And you know I'm all about the environment. You know that about
Oh,
me.
absolutely.
And so that's such a big deal. feel that from the moment they get out of their cars, y'all are greeting them by name.
By their
I
name.
really, really, really think that is so important because, I'm not sure. Do they feel important at home? Do they feel important, other places in their life? But you're making super sure that they do feel important at school.
Absolutely.
You're changing lives that way.
Yeah. You don't know what they go home to. And there's some that do go home to struggles, but when they walk through our doors or even pull up in our driveway, they're our kids. Those are our babies.
Right.
And we greet them by name. We even know the dogs that come in the drop-off line and have dog treats for our dogs. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it's like a pup cup at Starbucks.
Yes, but it's a bacon strip instead.
I love that.
It's so important on our campus and for our culture and everything to make every kid and every parent feel seen, appreciated, and heard and like they belong. It's a true family atmosphere.
That's what I was going to say. You are building family. That's really what you're doing.
Yeah.
And when you do that, we all know that when you feel a part of something, you love being there.
Yeah.
When you love being there, you love anything that happens there.
Absolutely.
And even when it's hard math or when it's hard reading, you're like, you know what? I'm going to keep doing it because you know what? She's going to dress in a tutu for me tomorrow for my birthday. And so they just have that extra added oomph because of that. And that's because of you guys.
Well, thank you. It's really all about the kids, though. Like seeing their smile or seeing one little thing that they remember. That's why we're in this. That's what we do this for. It's no other reason than for them.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing with me.
Absolutely.
I love your enthusiasm. I love your passion. I've loved it for 10 or 15 years, however long we've known each other in education. So thank you so much for bringing so much to the table for your kids. And thank you for building the culture. I appreciate what you're doing for education so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks, Laura.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm back here with Laura Christian. And when we got off, I said, oh my gosh, I love the doggy aspect. And she said, oh girl, I know all their names. I said, oh my gosh, you've got to tell us their names. So we hopped back on real quick and Luke can just edit this in for us. Yeah. Because tell me the puppy names from all the kids at your campus.
So just as the kids are important and the parents are important and knowing the cars that they drive, which sounds a little stalkerish, but it's really not. It's all about safety.
It so much, of course.
But the dogs, so we have a family. There's Sadie Mae and Trump is also part of their family. That's some boxers. Then we have little Luna, who is a little Shih Tzu. And then we have Charlie, who is I think like a Great Pyrenees, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And then we have another Luna that comes through. And
so two Lunas.
Two Lunas.
Okay.
She's a golden doodle. We have lots of golden doodles. We also have a Lizzie golden doodle and a Lucy golden doodle that comes through. Then we have Rocky, and I don't even know what number I'm on now.
I'm not sure.
Probably like a German Shepherd mix. He's a pretty big dog. And then we have two little princesses that come through. They're little Yorkies. It's Tavy and Pippa.
Okay.
And Tavy, I'm pretty sure, is going to fall out the window every time she comes through. To try to get to you? Yes, to try to get to me. I mean, she is like scratching at the window to get to it.
Sweet baby.
I know. Pippa's a little more calm. And then we have Roscoe. Roscoe comes through too.
Like Roscoe Pico Dream?
Yep.
Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes, absolutely. Roscoe comes through. We have a golden doodle that goes to the front. His name is Woody, and you can hear him barking as you turn on the street for the... Yes, absolutely, because he just knows.
Oh, my heart.
All of these dogs know. I hope I didn't miss any. If anybody's listening out there and I missed your baby, I'm so sorry.
Because I love your baby so much.
I love them all so much.
Oh, what a neat atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
I've interviewed a ton of people, obviously, and we talk about kids and we talk about families, and those are so important aspects. But nobody's ever said, and the dogs.
Well, of course the dogs.
What?
They're part of the family.
How could I have not thought about the dogs before? Obviously I'm an animal girl at the ranch and all.
Well, yes.
Of course. But the dogs, of course, the dogs. So thank you for bringing that element.
Of course.
I love this so much. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate you. Bye. So here with me at TEPSA at our Teach Big booth, we have Amber Ford. She's with Huntington ISD. She's at the intermediate campus. And from what I understand, this is your very first year there, correct?
It is. I've been in the district for 2 years, however, at the elementary. So.
Okay. Oh, so exciting. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
That is exciting. So were you a teacher there also, or were you with a different district, or?
I was not a teacher there. I came there as an assistant
As
principal.
the AP. Okay, got you. Well, congratulations on your new position
Thank you
as
so
principal.
much.
So do you have time for a quick question?
Sure.
Okay. So how do you help teachers stay motivated throughout the duration of a year?
I think different teachers need different kind of support. And it's something that I really feel passionate about is celebrating all of them. How they want to be celebrated. Some of them are happy if you buy them a Sonic drink and you roll that cart
Yes,
down the
true
hallway.
story.
Some of them just need a quiet, you're doing great. I'm really proud of you.
Smart.
But I think celebrating teachers and encouraging teachers to celebrate each other, because then all the legwork is not on you as a principal. And you can look out at your campus
So
and
smart.
see how they're just truly celebrating birthdays, celebrating lesson plans, celebrating delivery, celebrating kids in their classrooms,
Yeah.
everything. And I think just making sure they feel supported with behavior and discipline.
Sure.
And
Oh, that's key.
yes,
it really is.
absolutely is. Because
Yes.
I've had great principals, and I've had principals who were not so
Well,
great. And
hard.
I've learned from both. So
And that's what we need to do.
yes.
Kind of like, you remember Facts of Life? You take the
Yes.
good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
100%.
So we need those crummies and we need the greats.
We do, and you learn from both. You learn from the bad, and you learn from the good.
Yeah, for sure.
And you learn from your mistakes, and you push
Yes.
forward, and
Yes,
you just
we
keep
do.
going and getting better.
I think that is such great advice. That's really, really wise. And I love how we're kind of, what I hear you saying is you're really leaning on and learning their love language.
Yes,
What makes them tick? What helps that person the most?
absolutely. And I came from one of the sessions, and they were talking about Abbott Elementary, and how
yes.
the Barbaras need something different
Yes,
than the
they do.
Jacobs, and how
Exactly.
you
Yes.
celebrate them
Yes.
and what they need, and that. So I was taking a lot of notes, and I'm like, I need to categorize my people when I get there.
I
I've
love
only
that.
met 2 of my teachers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so I need to figure out their love language and how they work and the kind of attention they
Sure.
need, because
Sure.
some teachers need a lot more, some need less, some are like, leave me alone. I've still got to figure out how
Right.
to love on those people
How
who are
to
like,
love
go
on those
away.
people too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm looking forward to getting to do that. And I want them to know that they are loved and they are cared for who they are, not just for who they teach.
Oh, that's really tapping into
Well,
something
thank
really
you.
important
Yeah.
there. Did you see that come over my face? Like, yes, friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
so
that
you
a
gotta
lot.
love the person before you love the teacher. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you talk about some people need this and some people need that, I remember, so I run an early childhood preschool. That's
Oh, wow.
also another part of my life. And so I remember that we didn't have a lot of money, but I thought, you know what? I love Olive Garden. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm going to treat everybody to Olive Garden for lunch. And so I had Olive Garden come in and they catered and we had all the things you would have at Olive
Sure.
Garden. I was very proud of this because we didn't have much money and I decided I'm going to spend it on them and it's lunch. It's a lunch I would love. I made a mistake, brought everybody in, and one of the teachers looks at me and she says, I can't stand Olive Garden. Now, she didn't say it to me. She wasn't being ugly to me.
Yeah.
She said it to her teacher friend next to her. And I just about fell apart inside, not to her.
Sure.
But I was like, oh, I
never
love
occurred
Olive
to you.
Wait, you don't love Olive Garden? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Have you had the breadsticks?
Yeah, I know. Where have you been? And I thought, wait, I did what I would like. I did not research what they would like.
Right.
And those teachers were so appreciative of Olive Garden. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
I got
sure.
thank you notes and thank you, Randy, all the things. But I learned from that comment that she didn't even mean for me to hear. She was not being ugly to me.
Yeah.
I overheard her say it. I thought, oh my gosh, okay, Randy, regroup. First of all, don't be offended. I had to make myself not be offended.
Yeah.
And then I had to realize I need to learn them. And that's exactly what you're saying.
Yes.
And so I made it a point, not in that moment, but in the next week or so to go
Sure.
to her and say, what could I do that would make you feel super special? And she said, oh, just like write me a little note or something. I'm like, That would have been a lot cheaper than Olive Garden. I could have saved a lot of money.
Right?
Right? And that's exactly what you're saying. And I learned it that way, the hard way.
Yeah.
And you are obviously very wise going into your
thank you.
principalship. Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure. So thank you for sharing and
Of
that
course.
and reminding me of that moment in time, because we need to learn our people
We absolutely do.
and love on them just how they are.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
here
you
at the
for
Teach
having
Big
me.
Booth. Yes, absolutely. And make sure and share with your new campus when you're there
Yeah.
that this will air on September 15th.
Okay.
And they can hear their amazing new principal.
Oh, well, thank you.
I love it. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. So we're here at TEPSA in the Teach Big booth, and I have Amber Rue here from Baldwin Elementary in Austin ISD. She is the assistant principal. So, Miss Rue, would you mind if I ask you a question or so?
I would love to talk about Baldwin.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that so much. Oh, you just made my heart happy. So what is something happening at your school right now that you wish the whole world could see?
Absolutely. We have a spirit squad that welcomes
Ooh.
our students every Friday. It's a group of fifth graders. They have their pom-poms. They have signs that say, give me a high five. They have little clothespins that they clip onto students that say, make someone's day, clip this onto them for a positive comment.
I love that.
It's really helped with our student attendance and students feeling welcomed at coming to our school in the morning. We actually reached out at the district level and we shared that with our MTSS for attendance. And so it's just a really positive thing that we have going on. And the kids at the end of the morning, the fifth graders are like, how many high fives did we get? I got 57. I got this
Oh,
many.
I
And
love it.
The pre-K kids, everyone gives high fives and they feel celebrated coming to school.
I love that you're bringing the students in to be the welcomers as well. So you're really making that very authentic for them. And
Yes.
you're making them the leaders, the grown-ups.
Yes, and I cannot take credit for this. We have a fifth grade teacher, Miss Melissa Marsh, and she has spearheaded this initiative, and we've let her go for it. And it's just been a really great way to have students have a positive culture when they
Yeah.
walk through the building.
And I love that you're celebrating your teacher by name. How fun.
Yeah, she's
I love
amazing.
that. I love that. And so here you are bragging on a teacher and bragging on your kids, bragging on your school. And I can just tell it has to be a fun place to be.
It's a great place to learn. We love our families and our community.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by and being part of our podcast.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. If you would like to call 188, I love teaching, we can talk longer.
I love that so much. You have a great podcast voice. That's awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Kristen Siebel.
It's
Seibel?
Bible like the Bible.
Seibel, I love that so much. You're one of my new favorite people. Kristen Seibel, like the Bible, from Fuentes Elementary in Hayes, CISD, and you are the principal. So as we were talking at TEPSA here at our Teach Big booth, I learned a little bit about you and that you had a surprise phone call kind of about this same time last year. Tell us about that surprise phone call.
Yes, I actually got a phone call with the opportunity to step into the principalship at Fuentes Elementary. And obviously, it came kind of out of left field. However, I was an AP, so there is a level of expectation.
Right.
But with that, I just kind of started thinking, okay, what do I need to do to embrace this opportunity? And so I had all these great big plans.
Yeah.
And I, of course, dove into that data hard first. And I was like, okay, I've got to really help my upper grades. Like, that's what I need to do. And then quickly, there was a whole nother opportunity that presented itself. And what I really learned is never forget to lead with love. You have to lead with love. And you have to lead with a heart that's willing to listen. Because when you listen, even through the hardest conversations and even through changes, because we know if it's hard on us to make changes, it's really hard on our teachers.
Yeah.
And so we want them as part of our team, 100%. And that was a really big part for me. And so making sure that I sat with them, that I listened to them, that where they pushed back, that I guided them, and really looking at what were going to be our key takeaways for this school year.
Got it.
You can't move mountains.
Right.
I kept having a really good friend, Mindy Taylor. She would say, remember, you're moving a whole entire ship, and And if
Yeah.
you're moving that ship, it takes time. And so I learned that the foundation of our campus had to be built before I could worry about 3, 4,
All
and
the
5.
other things, sure.
And so really establishing elements that I feel will last us a lifetime instead of a Band-Aid. And so
That is so wise. Yes.
so that's kind of what I leaned into. And I have to say that one of my struggling grade levels at the beginning, as far as us connecting, man, we jumped on the same page together just after a really open-hearted meeting. And I showed them what I was willing to do to help them. And I will tell you that they walked away this school year as #1 in our district
No
for
way.
Our MAP scores.
Look
and
at
so
you.
They received a special award for me called the Blue Ribbon Sparky Award.
I love it. I love
So
that.
yeah, so I'm super proud of just how willing our teachers were to
Yeah.
give me a chance, because that's hard.
That is really hard. That speaks volumes to you too. And they could probably tell that you were there to listen. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. Well, what is one challenge, and you kind of touched on a little bit, but what is one challenge that your school has faced and how did you turn it into a win?
So I think I have phenomenal teachers, but what was happening is that as far as them working cohesively,
Got you.
then they weren't. And
Got
so
you.
they were all doing great
things
but
independently. Yeah.
independently more so. And so what I really honed in to do is
Got it.
that less is more. Let's minimize all the
Yes,
different
agreed.
resources. Let's focus in on what the district has already provided us, because our district does a phenomenal job providing the support with the curriculum
Sure.
that we use.
Sure.
And that's what I'm asking you to do right now, is I want you to be ownership of this curriculum
that.
together, though. So we're going to model together. We're going to grow
Everything together.
and
Build
so-
that family, build that team.
Yeah, but one of my struggles was I don't always want to be the one having to say what we're going to do. So my school that I came from for the year before is similar in demographics. We're both low income,
Right.
Title I campuses, but I knew their strengths and I knew our strengths, and I
Right.
knew we could complement. So for our professional development days, we partnered, and
Got
so we
it.
wrapped them around planning together with another campus using the same material, and they were divided out by grade level.
Got
So
it.
it's very
Got it.
intentional to their
Yes.
needs, but they saw other people in the district doing the exact same thing. So it wasn't like
They didn't feel alone. Yeah.
Kristen Seibel's just telling us we have
Making
to do
us
this.
do it. Yeah.
Right. But instead, it's like, no, this is best teaching practices. And if
Absolutely.
we all move together and then we look at data was eye-opening for them, right?
Very data driven. Yes.
Then they're like, okay, I know what I want to do. And you see those little silent competitors, you see the
Yeah.
loud competitors,
Yeah.
but they'll show up because they want their kids to do good at the end of the day.
Of course. So yeah, well, I love that. So what advice would you give to a brand new principal?
I would tell you, first, write it down on a sticky note to be kind to yourself.
Aw,
It is a job that
that's really smart.
Yeah. It is
Yeah.
a job that expects you to be perfect from the first day. And we're not. So you're going to take courtesy vows, and that is okay. There is nothing wrong that you are human too, and it's okay not to be perfect.
Yes.
And so I would really say lead with your heart, be willing to listen, and just sit in a meeting and say, hey, I can tell that that we both have the same goal, but we're
Right.
going about it, I think, differently. So I want
Right.
to hear
What you have to say.
Yes. And that really changed the dynamics between me and a certain grade level on my campus. But also, don't be afraid to seek out those diamonds on
Right.
your campus and
Yeah.
you highlight them. You bring them and let them do a presentation.
Let them shine.
That's right, because our job is to grow great leaders.
That's right.
That's
Bottom
how
line.
we grow students, and so
That's right.
we want to see that positive in them. So-
I love that. And I love the sticky note idea so much to yourself. You know, because when we're in a leadership role, it's all about building all the other people up around us. And it's like, who's building me up? Well, nobody. It's fine though. I'm fine. Everything's fine. And there comes a point where you're like, whoa, wait a minute. And I think that's a really important piece because it'll help prevent burnout. It'll help just keep your mind wrapped around, you know what, kind of like, I always say this, we need to put the oxygen mask like on a plane, right? You would think, oh, I need to put that oxygen mask on my kid first. No. You're no good to your kid if you're not there. So put that oxygen mask on yourself first. And I think we need to tell that to more principals.
I agree.
do that, and now you can be so good for so many.
Right. Well, and I hope I'm lucky enough to be part of Hayes, and I've been there for almost 20 years, but I will say they love their admin. And so, especially
So
during
important.
a time right now, we have a selective mentor that spends a lot of time with us, and without her,
Right.
I don't know, but even our assistant superintendent checks in on me, and they looked at me and they
how
said,
valuable.
they go, Kristen, it's okay. It's not, you don't
Have to be perfect.
Be perfect this first year, you know? You've got next year. No, I'm just kidding.
right.
But,
True.
But hearing that said from someone above, it does
Matters.
actually allow you to breathe, because you're usually type A if you're a principal.
Yes,
And
yes.
so you're
True
pretty
story.
driven.
Yes.
And you want best for your campus.
Everyone.
And so,
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Today.
Yeah. Yesterday, if possible.
That's right. That's right. So, anyways, it's really good to have the support, but it is also a lonely job. So, just really just be kind to yourself, or it's going to be hard to last. You lose out on having fun with your kids.
You lose out on the joy. Well, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Kristen. Such a pleasure. So much fun. I would love to come and see your campus. Oh my goodness. I
Please
bet it's
do.
such a joyful place.
Yes.
So, well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
So we're here at TEPSA at the Teach Big booth, and we have Miss Carrie King from Vernon Elementary, from Vernon ISD. She is the assistant principal. So Carrie, would you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Sure thing.
All right, let's do it. What is one way your school creatively involves families or the community?
At our school, we have a very diverse population. We have some of our students come from Burma.
Okay.
And so this next coming year, we're going to create what's called a culture committee.
Ooh.
And so we're going to try to get students from every single different culture that we have in our school. And every month, we're going to celebrate those cultures and try to incorporate just activities and bring in people from their community, just to educate our kids on all the different fun types of people we have in our community.
I love that. So a culture committee. That's really neat. I love that little alliteration going. That'll
Yeah.
be easy to remember. So you'll have different from around the world, really.
Right.
Could potentially be represented. So what are some of the things you envision that might bring to life in your
Well,
school?
we don't really know for our Burmese students just yet, but we're planning on bringing in some. There's a Hispanic group that does traditional like dances, and they'll come in and do like a
neat.
performance for the students. There's also a Native American group that's kind of in our area,
Right.
That does kind of the same thing. They come in and they show some of the
wow.
traditions.
What a neat experience.
So we just want to kind of every month do something different to celebrate that.
And you're just going to make everybody feel so loved on.
Yes.
I love that. And so just included in they're part of the family.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we want to create, that family atmosphere.
I love that so much. Thank you for bringing that fun little alliteration term to the podcast. I hope other people adopt that.
I hope it's going to be fun.
I love it. I can't wait to hear. Maybe we can have a follow-up and see how all those ideas came to
Right.
life. I love that. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Of course. So we're here at the Teach Big booth at Fun TEPSA. I am with Miss Angela Bland. She's the principal at Groves Elementary in Humboldt.
Love it. Go Grizzlies.
Love that.
Love it.
Love it more than you know. So would you mind answering a question or so with free?
That'd be great.
All right, let's do it. So how do you help teachers stay motivated throughout the whole year?
Well, we have fun. That's the main thing. They know that I am a teacher at heart.
Yes.
So the main thing is, hey, once the school year gets started, we're in this together. Risk, let's take them. Failures, let's figure it out
Let's
together.
do it.
Let's do it. We're all in this together. I love to do what I call caught you doing something big.
Ooh, tell me more.
I know, I love it. So what we do, we walk around. I love being in classrooms. I love to see them interact with our babies. So the big thing is, when I see you in a small group, when I see you redirecting, I'm all over it. I give you a little coupon. We keep a raffle going all
So
year long. I know, I love it.
fun.
drop it in, and then drop them something off later. They come by the coach's corner, they grab the coupon. Well, they take their coupon, bring it in, grab them a price, just to let them know even the small things are big things.
Absolutely.
So all year long. Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yes. Oh, fun cart.
Yes.
So if it's springtime, guess what?
What?
A bloom cart is coming around. We're blooming around
What?
here. Exactly. Grab you some snacks, just letting you know we're all in this together.
Oh,
and we got
just
you.
like up and down the hallways.
Up and down the hallways. Music,
gosh.
flowers, treats, all the things.
Oh,
it doesn't take a lot. You just got to do it.
Gosh,
Yeah.
yes,
I
yes,
love it.
and you're just showing your love to them, and that
Absolutely.
appreciation.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
It's
that is a
nothing like-
campus I want to be at.
You need to. It's nothing like teaching and you're sitting there and you look up and there's a big cart coming by that says, come on out, grab you something. So we try
What
to.
a great idea. I
Yeah.
love that. Well, I hope other listeners take that idea and say, oh my gosh, yes,
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing that.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
I'll start with the instructional coaches and we're all in. We're
All in. I
We're
love
all
it
in.
so much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
stopping
Teach Me.
by.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes,
This was
I love
great.
it so much.
Thank you, guys.
I appreciate you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. So we're here at TEPSA at the Teach Big booth, and I have Miss Karen May. She is from Aledo ISD, specifically McCall Elementary, and she is the assistant principal. So welcome. Hi, Karen.
Hi, how are you?
So good. Thank you. Mind answering a couple questions?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. What is one tradition at your school that makes your school super special or unique?
Okay, so we started a new tradition this year. Our campus really just talks about how we're all family. There's a unique
Sure.
family feel. And so this year we decided to really talk about what that means. What does
Okay.
family mean? So
Okay.
we use the word Ohana, which is
Okay.
perfect for the new Lilo and Stitch coming out. But we talked about McCall Ohana and what that really truly means. Like supporting each other, lifting each other up in those hard times, not letting anybody else stay behind,
Right.
just all in is really that
teamwork,
yes,
togetherness.
huge thing. So at the end of the year, we took all of the teachers' names and we split them up
Okay.
amongst our leadership team.
Okay.
And we wrote something that's special about each one of our teachers. So any awards that they win, sure, that's great. But really the things that make their classroom special
Okay.
and make them a very important and valuable part of our school community. And so
Oh,
we
yes.
made these little plaques just with our words of affirmation. And we didn't say who they were at first. We just said what it said on the plaque, and then we said their name at the end, and there was not a dry eye in the house.
Oh, my
It was
goodness.
so special. And then we gave them, because we were on the Ohana theme, we gave them each a inflatable drink holder. So
What?
whether it be like a little duck or a swan or a pineapple or whatever it was.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
It was just kind of like a little trophy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, just a little memento to give them. But they all came back and said it was so special, and it felt really great to know, like, yeah, we're a family, but what part of that family are we? And how am I seen and valued at my school? So it was really special.
And I love it. It wasn't just for the big things maybe they accomplished, but it was for who they are.
Exactly.
That's really neat. So when you did this award ceremony, you said there wasn't a dry eye in the room. So they didn't know who that you were talking about at first, and then it was
Exactly.
revealed.
Yes. And so there were
Neat.
like eyes darting around, like, who is this? Oh, I think I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And so it was fun. It was like a little award show. But they also didn't know we were doing it. So they came to a, quote, staff meeting at the end of the year, and it was decorated, so nicely. Our PTO
Oh, yeah,
did
yeah.
it big, and they did that for us. And we had a Hawaiian food bar with hamburgers and pineapple slices.
So
and
fun.
All the things, snow cones. But it was truly the part where we got to talk about who they were and how special they were to our McCall Ohana.
Of course, yeah.
And it's something that's going to be able to carry through to next year and years to come.
Yeah. And so do you envision doing that at the end of every school year? Is that kind of
yeah.
your vision for that, to carry it on?
Definitely. I can see that being just a nice way to launch into summer.
Got
but
it.
also, everybody's tired at the
Yes.
end of the
Oh,
year.
sure.
We're so exhausted, and we've just packed up our rooms because we didn't really do it until everybody was done.
Oh,
It was
wow.
that last thing that we did before we launched
Okay.
into summer. And so it was just a good reminder of, wow, look at all the work we did. look what we
Right.
did together. We are truly one.
And you noticed them as individuals. They
Right.
were so seen.
Yeah, it was special. We also played a slideshow of all our memories during the year and played
my heart.
Hawaiian music.
Oh.
You know, like all the favorites over the rainbow and, you know, some Lilo and Stitch music. But it was really nice just to breathe, to take a moment to breathe and be thankful and
And
grateful.
just appreciate on each other and love on each other.
Yeah, it
Well,
was.
thank you for bringing that to your campus, and
course.
thank you for what you're doing in education. That's really special.
Thank you.
I love that so much. Well, Karen, thank you so much for joining us for our podcast, and make sure your whole campus knows it's going to air on September 15th, and so they can all join in and listen about how you are bragging on them and loving on them.
Awesome, I will.
I appreciate you stepping
Thank
in. Bye-bye. So we're here at the Teach Big booth at TEPSA, and I have a super special guest with me today. She is the assistant principal at Grabner Elementary in San Antonio ISD. This is Miss Ira Villafuente.
Villafaña.
Oh, I did it so good in practice, and then I messed it up in a real thing.
That's okay.
Villafaña.
There we go.
There we go. I got it
Yes.
right. I did it justice. Perfect. So would you mind, Miss Iris, asking or answering a few questions for me?
Yes, of course.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So how do you help teachers stay motivated through the school year?
Well, we have a rich culture at our school at Grabner. We want to make sure everybody's always feeling welcome. We do a lot of celebrations on campus.
Love that.
So we celebrate our students, our teachers, and our staff. And one way we do it is we always incorporate community builders and try to get our teachers involved in participating in activities for our campus events.
Okay.
But then we also give them freebies and stuff like that.
Oh, teachers love freebies.
Yes, freebies
They love
all
them
the time.
so much.
Like free jeans days.
Love that.
Early outs, stuff like that, just to help
yeah.
build community.
Just to show that they're appreciated. Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you bring in like families and communities? How do you bring that into your school?
So we do a monthly cafecito all
Okay.
the time.
Tell
and
me more.
Our principal is like a coffee time with the principal. So what we do,
All about the coffee.
Yes, we incorporate like pan dulce,
yeah.
breakfast like yogurt or
Yes.
anything to bring them to have a little talk and chat. And that's a way of helping the parents stay connected to the school. But then we also tie it in with our family specialist.
Okay.
Where we create like an activity with the students and the parents while they're there.
I love
So
that
they
so
have
much.
the morning cafecito, kind of like an interactive 30
Right.
minutes with the principal, and then
Right.
the remainder 30 minutes with our campus.
Okay.
The students come down, they do an activity with their parents, and then we build in
What a
community.
great way to celebrate students.
Yes,
Oh, and you're just bringing in the whole family so everybody feels completely welcome and part of the team.
Yes.
I love that. I love when we're bringing people together like that and they feel
Yes.
like they're an important part and they have such an important role in the success of the whole school.
Yes, and that helps us build the community, and not only that, but we want the parents to feel connected to the school.
Yes, so important because when the kids feel that homeschool connection,
Yes.
everyone feels like they're working together toward that bigger goal.
Yes.
For
exactly.
sure. So what is something creative that your teachers are doing that make learning come alive?
We have our teachers that bring project-based learning.
Uh-huh.
So we have a grade level, specifically second grade, and also our lower grades, pre-K. Our teachers bring in like the actual farm.
Oh, wow.
They'll bring farm animals come to life, and they
So
do a
fun.
project. And then the second grade teachers do a lot of project-based learning,
Uh-huh.
where they take projects, students take them home, work with their families, and then bring them and present them.
Love that so much. I want to come to your school.
Yay!
You know, my son works at Ken's 5 news station in San
Yes,
Antonio.
yes,
So
yes.
when I come visit him, I'm going to just have to stop
Tell
and
him.
visit. I want to see all the
Yes.
great things you're doing.
Yes, and we make it a point to make our campus very welcoming. So very welcoming to the
tell.
community, very welcoming to our families, making everybody feel connected.
I can feel that from you right here, right now. For sure.
So we're a campus that we want to empower our teachers to be those instructional leaders in the
Sure.
campus, but also to empower the students that they're also doing the same.
I love it. Thank you so much for visiting with me, Iris.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
You are so kind.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm happy to be invited and to do this podcast, and I'm very happy to be here in TEPSA.
Yes, don't you just love TEPSA?
Yes.
It's the best. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, ma'am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Lauren Boone. She's from Hallsville East, from Hallsville ISD, and she is the principal.
Yes, ma'am. First year here in Hallsville.
Oh my gosh, love me some Hallsville for sure.
Yes.
So we're here at TEPSA at the Teach Big booth. You mind answering a couple questions for me?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. So how does your team, and I can't wait to hear this because you guys celebrate everything so well. How does your team celebrate students?
At the beginning of the year, that was one of my main focuses that I wanted to really focus on this year in Hallsville is celebrating students however we could.
Yes.
We are a Leader in Me campus.
Okay.
And so our students have student portfolios and they actually create their own goals.
Oh,
their
so
academic
nice.
goals. Yes. Their academic goals and personal goals.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. And so when they reach those, the teacher celebrates, the principals, assistant principals, we celebrate. We look at their academic growth, and it's all based on growth. That's key.
Yeah, of course.
Growing kids every day.
Yes.
And so that's a big way that we celebrate is them reaching their goals. And then when they do reach a certain goal, they get, we have a leadership rally. This is our first year.
Ooh,
into
tell
it.
me more.
Our student lighthouse team, they are fourth grade and they run the whole leadership rally.
Really?
Yes. And they have students stand up if you have a green sticker, and the green sticker represents most growth in math. Stand
Got
up
it.
if you had this.
Love
we
that.
clap and celebrate
Yes.
and wear inflatable costumes and just really have a lot of fun with it. We have
So
called
fun.
Being a Leader, and that's where we have QR codes around the school.
Oh,
and
okay.
Teachers can just scan it and fill it out once they see a student do one of those 8 habits that Leader in Me has.
That is so creative.
On Fridays, they on announcements we call them down, and they get to ring the bell and take a picture, and we celebrate them real big. And we also have Leader of the Month that our librarian does, and that's where they actually get a token to our book vending machine, and so that's where they can get a book.
Fun.
So
You are just celebrating
we are
all
like,
the things.
Yes, we are big on celebrating students.
You can tell that is where your heart is.
It is.
I wish through the podcast they could see your face just lighting up talking about all these things.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh, I love it. And I hope other teachers and campuses can take some of these ideas and run with them too.
Absolutely.
You're a wealth of ideas, sister.
Absolutely. They can reach out to me, email me.
Love that.
Look it up on the Hustle
Yeah.
website. And I'm all about sharing ideas
You
and
are.
collaborating together. So
Well, thank you so much. You're so good for education and so good for
Absolutely.
kids.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you for
thank
doing
you.
what you do.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I appreciate you.
Thank
and have
you.
fun at the rest of TEPSA.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.